Okay, so today in this video, what we're going to be creating is in Airtable using Airtable AI Cobuilder is a creative operations workflow. So if you haven't used Airtable before, Airtable is basically a no-code app platform where you can build pretty much anything you want, similar to a Google Sheet, except you can build an app on top of it. You can build interfaces to account for multiple different stakeholders. In this, we're going to be accounting for a few stakeholders like creative directors, project managers, and designers. And when you start with Airtable AI Cobuilder, you basically log it. You need to log into Airtable. You need to go click create an app, and you can say start with AI. That should take you to this screen. When you come in here, your prompt window, you have 1,000 characters. So like, you can't have like a million characters or like something that you can throw at ChatGPT. It needs to be limited to 1,000 characters. I already have like a brief description of what we want to have in this database, so I'm going to paste it in here and we'll review it. So sometimes you have to be specific if you have a vision for what you want the database structure to look like, because I'd rather be specific now so I don't have to make a bunch of changes later. I've noticed sometimes it will not create the database structure that I have in my vision if I don't say it. So the first thing is I want one table of our team. The team includes designers, PMs, and creative directors. Then we need to account for requests. So I want a form that allows for multiple different stakeholders to submit requests. Let's say specifically I don't have any more characters. Submit requests. The project managers need to triage these incoming projects and assign them to the right designers, set due dates, priority levels, and statuses. The designer workflow, they need to be able to create tasks for tracking integrated statuses, tracking status changes and deadlines. We also need to have subtasks go for approvals. And ideally, there's going to be a sync between Frame.io and Airtable. For automation, we ideally need to have some automated trigger workflows. So like when a status changes for approval, it sends to the approver. When a final asset is added, it sends another notification, stuff like that. Reporting, we need to be able to create visual dashboards to show overviews, tracking metrics to show like request volume over time, turnaround times especially, so like number of days from when it was submitted to when it was fulfilled, how many times any individual asset was reviewed, and the average number of times something was reviewed, maybe by designer or by asset type. Track the task durations. And then this is going to be an ideal state, but Airtable AI Cobuilder won't create this sync for us. So maybe we'll just delete that last one and we'll be able to edit this up here to say design requests. Okay, so other things we can look in here and check off are settings. Let's see, industry, organization, audience. I think I'm just going to leave those blank for now. We could also come in here and like choose one of these, but I have my own template that I want to use in here that I've perfected around 1,000 characters, which is as much detail as I could add. So once you click create, it's going to go through and start. It's actually going to be creating a bunch of sample data. It's going to be creating interfaces, interface pages for you. You can see it also created a form, which is amazing. And now there are a bunch of interfaces in here. So the way that it set this up is there's going to be unique user experiences set at the interface level, for one for designers, one for project managers, one for creative directors, one to see all requests, and one to see tasks, and then reports. So this isn't necessarily the way that I would do it. As of recently, I've maybe tried to think of different ways to do it. But this is a good way nonetheless. So let's go see what this needs to look like. We can also see adjust anything. So maybe I don't want designers, so I can uncheck that if I don't want those. But I think for now I do. You could include, let's see, other things. So if I wanted to include a metrics dashboard, let's click preview and it's going to add that. If I don't want the reports dashboard, I could uncheck that. So reports and metrics, it looks like is pretty close. So I'm actually just going to uncheck that. And Stakeholders, ideally that would be a team table, but I'm not that confident that it's going to do that. All right, so let's click create this app and see what it gives me. So this is awesome. It's going to create around 5 records per table. And now I can come in here and review all of these different interfaces that it built for me. There's a lot of work to do on these interfaces, but this is a great start. Once I'm ready to go, I can click edit app. And now this is a actual app that's built in the workspace that I chose at the very beginning. And I can start publishing stuff. So if I feel good about any of these interfaces, I could either come in here and edit them. Like maybe I want to add more fields to this interface or publish. There's going to be a lot of work that I need to do on this, but I think this is a great start. So this is how you create an app from Airtable AI Cobuilder. It's super simple, super easy to use. I can go to the data layer and, well, it didn't quite do what I was hoping for with one team table. As you can see, a little bit of work to do. But we have data. There should not be any automations from Airtable AI Cobuilder right now. There's interfaces built, and then there should be one form. So to submit your design request has this. So that's awesome. Hope you got value out of this video. Now it's up to you to go edit this and make it usable and like customize it to your needs, since you're only limited to 1,000 characters right now. Hope this was valuable, and I'll see you in the next one.